We have breaking news. Let's get right to it.
Past 24 hours, we've seen 34 new cases of COVID-19 here in Utah.
Following breaking news out of Utah, a magnitude 5.7 earthquake hitting just after 7 a.m. local time, about 10 miles west of Salt Lake City.
You need 100 to 150,000 tests a day.
Yeah, what is going on in the world? It's DreRawka, Isolation 20 podcast, episode number 811111. Welcome to the show. Hopefully you're having a great day. Hopefully you're having the day you deserve. You know I am. It's a great Friday morning, June 15th, I believe. And it's beautiful outside. I woke up, the birds are chirping. It was kind of crispy, right? A little bit of like 49, 50 degrees. Got my coffee here, you know, cappuccino, of course. And got my chai candle going on here in the studio, courtesy of Gabby and Jason. You know Jason from the All Sports Mouth Guards. Yeah, him and his family. They got me this candle. It smells really good. They know I'm a candle guy. I love having a nice scented candle. Always grew up that way. You know, my pops, he always had them. You know what I mean? Incense or candles. And so I continue the tradition. So it's been a great week. It's been a busy week, which is why you're getting this isolation on a Friday. I'm assuming it's going to be a Friday. I'm gonna try to record and release the same day. But it's been busy. Yesterday, I went to a client's studio. Well, new studio. We I got Kid up and they were like, Dre, I'm ready. What do I need? And so I sent the list. And let me tell you, the list was hefty because they're like, we love what you got, but hey, well, let's up it. If we're going big, let's go big. So I was like, all right, let's go big. And so I sent the list and they got everything. Picture line was so happy to see this client. I love helping people, especially when it comes to creating their own, place of creativity. And if I can help them and help them in their vision and help them understand how to create all of this, right? It's not easy. So the little knowledge that I have and the knowledge that I've gained, over the years, I try to sprinkle. And so he hired me, come over, and I set it all up yesterday. And let me tell you what, I got inspired. Again. There's something about putting stuff together and figuring out new stuff and trying new stuff. That Rodecaster 2 Pro, whoo-wee, that thing is crazy dope. So I think I might be upgrading. I think I might be doing the Rodecaster 2 here soon. The Rodecaster one's been great for the past 5 years, but hey, I think it's time to upgrade it. The camera that he got, oh my gosh, this thing is so crispy. So yeah, I think it's time. To upgrade the footage. Do I have the money? No. So how am I going to do it? I don't know. But I'm going to put it out there. My daily affirmations. I am happy and I'm grateful that I have abundance of wealth in my bank account and that my family is healthy and wealthy, right? Boom. Daily affirmation. It's going to happen. So I'm going to put that good energy out there. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. The new Mac, the 2023 Mac is incredible. So I'm excited to jump in there and play around with the newest Mac. Man, Kent Mafaleo came by the studio, the heavyweight champion of Utah for Fierce Fighting Championship. He came by. We had a fun conversation. The cool thing about Kent is that he's so fresh and what's the word? Wet behind the ears. I don't know if that's the right analogy, but it's something that I've always heard. He is new to a lot of this. He's new to podcasting. He's new to, not to say he hasn't done podcasts or interviews before, but I think from what I do is not, I don't have set questions. I'm not. It's not this thing of like a Oprah type of interview or anything like that. It's really me being a fan of you, right, or being a friend of yours, and us talking, right? Me and you just going back and forth. You know what I mean? And I feel like the more he does it, the more he's gonna get comfortable with it. And I had a lot of fun with them. So if you haven't checked out that episode of Unrestricted, it's out right now. You can go check it out both on any audio directory that you listen to podcasts, but also on YouTube. And thank you, Kent, for coming by. And if you watch that episode too, I tried some new things as far as editing goes. So hopefully you enjoy it. I'm trying to just trying to be better. You know, I watch a lot of these shows and I'm like, man, they do cool things, right? And the cool thing about creativity is that you can play around with it. Okay, if this person does this, how can I flip it and make it my own and try this? You know what I mean? So yeah, that was a lot of fun to be able to do that on that episode. If you are a loyal listener, you probably noticed some of those things on the YouTube channel. You probably noticed some of the editing and stuff that I've switched up. So if you like it, let me know. If you don't like it, don't let me know, because I don't want it to hurt my confidence. No, but it's healthy to be engaged like that. This is the People's Podcast. You have the opportunity to let your voice be heard. 385-240-4666 is the number. Oh, and by the way, allrock.com, you can tap in there as well. So, yeah, be a part of the conversation. If there's something you like, if there's a guest that you really enjoyed and you had a laugh and you're like, yo, you have to have them back, Dre, let me know, because a lot of my guests are just my friends that just come by. I don't really have people I don't know. You know what I mean? Or people that I'm not fans of already. I'm a fan of Kent since the first time I seen him fight. I was like, yo, this dude's dope. And so for him to come on, I was like, man, that's really cool. It's an honor, you know what I mean? Because I'm a fan of you. So, yeah, thank you, Kent, for coming by. Go check out that podcast. I think you will enjoy it. By the time of this recording, the NBA Finals are done. We don't know what's going on with Ja Morant. And I'm sure Joker is back in Serbia racing horses by now. And Jamal Murray is probably with his girl in Costa Rica. The Denver Nuggets, they did it. I think it was 47 years. I think that the Denver Nuggets have been a team. I believe that's right. And they get their first championship. Their first finals appearance in their first championship, I believe, is the correct stat. And the reason why this is a big deal, I'm not a Denver Nuggets fan at all. Like I never have been. There've been, players that I've liked on the Denver Nuggets, Carmelo Anthony, AI, but of course we know AI for Philadelphia, right? We know him for being a Philly guy. But this team had some really, really good breakout stars. Aaron Gordon being one of them. I feel like Aaron Gordon was kind of the dude. There's a lot of stories with this team. You know what I mean? Joker being the Serbian dude that came to the U.S. He had a younger childhood where he was a chunky dude. He wasn't even, basketball wasn't even a thing until later on in his, teenage years. And then, he found himself, and, basketball's not even his true love. It's horse racing, and basketball is just something he's really good at and can pay the bills. And I think that's dope that the whole time when the Denver Nuggets won this NBA championship, at the end of when it's all done, when it's, at the end when they're presenting the trophy, it almost seemed like he was like, dog, I'm ready to go home. Like, I just want to get out of here, bro. Like, I did my job. Let me go home. And that's so relatable. And this is why I think Joker is that next guy for us to love, because we've all been there before. You clock into your 9 to 5, you do your job, and you want to go. Yo, Elizabeth in accounting, I don't want to talk to you. I'm not on the clock. I'm done. Like, why? I'm not getting paid right. I'm done. Leave me alone. And that was so relatable when he won that championship. I don't care if it's a championship or not. I did my job. We got the win. Everybody's happy. You see all these smiling, crying faces around. Y'all are happy. Let me go home. Let me take my daughter, my wife, my brothers. Let me go home. Right? Oh no, Joker, you gotta stay in the United States for a while, especially Denver, because we got a parade you gotta be a part of. Man, I just want to go ride my ponies, man. Just want to ride my ponies. Let me ride my ponies. Salute to him. Salute to another man that had a great story, Jamal Murray, right? Jamal Murray had a devastating, could have been career-ending injury. Was it 2 years ago? I think it was in the bubble. And they were saying that can he be the Jamal Murray that was before? And let me tell you what, man, we had glimpses throughout the playoffs. They called him the Bubble Murray. He came through, and he had some pretty big games. You know what I mean? He was a big part of this championship team. And for him to go up there, have a great series, and and win a championship, man, when people said he wouldn't come back, when people were doubting him, when people were like, yo, Denver needs to trade him because he's a tainted, is that the word, tainted? I feel like taint, isn't that the between your balls and your asshole? Isn't that the taint? He is, yeah, they'll say tainted. I believe that's the word. He's tainted goods. You got to get rid of him, trade him, right? That's what a lot of people were saying, especially these analysts and whatnot. ESPN, I see you. You were saying it. There's a couple of you analysts that were like, get rid of him. Get rid of Murray. He's tainted goods. Nah, he came back with a championship. Now, like, it's, of course, I'm sure he wants to still have a long career, but now you did it, bro. You shut him up. You did it. Congratulations, man. And then Aaron Gordon, a man that's been in the league for a while. He got robbed of a slam dunk championship. He's been on many teams and he just hasn't found the right fit for him. And he finally found the right fit for him. And let me tell you that watching Aaron Gordon play with the Nuggets was so dope, man. He played defense when he needed to play defense. He was catching those alley-oops when he was down underneath the bucket. And then at the end, he won the championship. What did he do? Man, he walked into the streets of Denver. Very dangerous, by the way. I called it. I said, yo, you can go back to my tweets and say, yo, somebody's flipping over a car tonight. Now, I think there was some cars flipped, and there was also some people shot. 11 to be exact. And Aaron Gordon wasn't one of them. But, hey, he was in the streets of Denver partying with the people. And I think that is so dope. I forget who it was, but after they won the championship, I want to say it was a boxer, or maybe it was an MMA fighter. They won the championship. They walk from the arena back to the hotel room. They walk. Now it's probably just a couple blocks, but still, you were just the face of this pay-per-view event. You win it, and now you're walking back to the hotel room. Aaron Gordon did the same thing, still with his gym shorts on, no shirt on. Man's crazy. Man, congratulations to him. Congratulations to that team. They deserve every bit of it. And man, the West got a lot. They got a lot on their hands right now. It's gonna be interesting to see what the Western, especially the Western Conference, well, the NBA in general. It's gonna be interesting to see what moves are made in the offseason. I mean, we got Dame, right? Dame has already let it be known that if Portland doesn't make the right moves, that they're going to have another discussion, right? And what does the other discussion mean? I'm sure it means, hey, I need out of this. I need you guys. I respect you guys, but I need out of this. I need to go where I can compete. Where is that? Is that Phoenix? And right now, it's crazy, right? A lot of things are happening in the NBA that I didn't see happening. A lot of trades, a lot of moves. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens with the NBA. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Ja Morant. There was a rumor that there was a fake Twitter page that was like, breaking news, Ja Morant was released for the rest of the season. He won't be playing, suspended for the whole season. It's like, I don't think they're going to go that severe, but I think that there will be some games missed. There'll probably be some community service type of, things that he has to do with NBA cares, which he probably already has to do anyway. But the way to get through to this, Ja, just like anybody else, you just got to show up. You know what I mean? You got to give us that fire album. You got to go triple doubles all opening season. And even preseason, we need a triple double. That's how you're going to get. You need some highlights. You need to do some front flips and slam dunks like NBA Jam. And then that's where people will, forget that you had a gun in the car. Not once, not twice, but thrice. I think that's right. Maybe it's not. Allegedly. Allegedly clears everything up, doesn't it? Oh, man, my son, Tavian, my 9-year-old son. This boy has the worst luck with feet. Now, let me explain. So, when he was like 3 or 4, he was very young. We had our dog, Nala. Rest in peace, Nala. That was my first dog. And I used to mess with Nala when I was younger. I used to kick her food dish when I walked by. I used to kick it when she was eating. Just messing with her. Just push your food dish around while she was eating. Nala got to the point where she got upset. If a foot came next to her food dish, she would bite you, or she would like push you with her nose. Well, Tavian, when he was younger, not knowing, he kicked her food dish. And what she do? She bit him. Bit his ankle. That was incident number 1. Tavian had an ingrown toenail on that same foot. And he had to have surgery on it. They chopped his toenail off, or a piece of it. So he was down and out with that toe being, chopped up. He now was about 8 years old. Now, Tavian, one day, I told you about this just a few weeks ago. He was running around the house and he skimmed his toe on the carpet, and the carpet caught his nail and ripped his toenail right out, and started bleeding, right? Blood everywhere. He was down and out with that. So maybe about a month ago, I get a message from Conwood High School, specifically Donovan Malrose, the new head coach for the Conwood Colts, and he's like, "Yo, we got a clinic, a football clinic for the kids, 7 to 14. I know you got a son, bring him out." So I sign him up. I'm like, "Yo, you're gonna be a Colt. That's the thing. He's been wanting to go to Conwood. He wants to go with Dad with. We go to a lot of Conwood festivities and football games and whatnot. So he's been in the high school. In his school, the Conwood Colts, the student council or whatever, they come to his elementary. They read to him, so he's familiar with Conwood, right? So he's like, I want to go to Conwood. That's my school. That's where I want to go to high school. So I'm like, okay, well, we got to live in this district, right? So anyway, long story long, he is excited about football camp. I mean, he's going to get the t-shirt. He's going to be able to run drills and meet new people and whatnot. He's excited. Yo, Dad, you remember we got football? I'm like, yeah. So about a week ago, 2 weeks ago, I don't know what it was. I was at work and I come home and he has a bandage on his foot. Same foot as all the other things. And he stepped back on one of his Hot Wheels trucks and it took a big old chunk of meat right out of his foot. Yes. Big old chunk, man. This thing was like the size of a quarter. Boom. Out of his foot. Probably should go to the doctor and get it filled. I don't know what they do with. I don't think it's stitches. I don't know. But big old chunk of meat out of his foot. And so he could barely walk now. And of course, now he can't go to the football camp. And I'm like, man, you got the worst luck with this damn foot. He's like, I know. I'm like, well, pay attention, man. Start paying attention. That's all you got to do. Do you have kids like that? Do you have kids that don't pay attention? Let me know. 801 or no, 385. No, 844. No, 385. What is the number? 385-240-4666 is the number. Drop your voice notes. Had bad trouble with the car battery. Well, I should say, thank goodness it was just a car battery. Wifey, she comes upstairs after she drops the kids off at my dad's, and she's like, I think my car is completely dead. And I was like, why? Because our little car battery, the key fob has been going out. So typically you just have to replace the battery and you're good. So I'm like, all right, why? And she's like, because I can't get in the car. I was like, did you manually like pull the key out and open it? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, all right. And no lights, nothing. You push the button, nothing. She's like, yeah. I was like, all right, well, we're going to have to jump the car. So go and she grabbed my dad's jumper cables that were in my car. And I start to jump the car, and I'm doing it right, and the security alarm is going off on her car when I'm getting it, putting voltage to her battery, and it scared the shit out of me. I'm not gonna lie. I hit the plus and the negative, and it started going bam, bam, bam. I'm like, oh no, woo, scared me good. It did, but so we did that, and then I'm letting it run for a while, and I hop into her car, and I try to turn it on. Nothing, just a electricity type of sound, like a ticking sound. And so I'm like, oh no, is this the starter? Please don't let it be the starter. So I'm like, all right, well, in order to check the starter, we need to check the battery. We need to make sure that this battery's dead. and that it just, doesn't need to be recharged, or is it dead? So go and get my Pops, because of course I don't got no tools. I'm not a real man. I don't got no tools, but Pops does. Pops has every tool under the sun. I think he's stolen from job sites. I'm just playing. So he comes with the tools, and we take the battery out. He takes the battery out, and we go to AutoZone. And Shorty at AutoZone was super helpful, super nice. Kind of flirting with my dad. It was cute. And she's like, yo, you actually need to recharge this battery in order for us to even test this battery. So I'm like, fuck it. Let's just get a new battery. So about $200 later, we got a 2-year battery. Put it in, hook it all up. And I'm telling my dad, I was like, Dad, don't you want to just, turn it on and see if it works before we hook it all back up? He was like, no, I've done this before, son. Chill out. Go sit in the car. Get your bitch ass in the car. When I tell you to turn on the switch, you turn on the switch because you ain't a real man. I'm like, all right, Dad, damn, chill. It's like, and roll my blunt. I said, Dad, I don't know how to roll blunts. I told you already. So he takes the thing, puts it in, screws it all in, and once it's done, he's like, yo, bitch ass, turn the car on. All right. Turn on the car, give it a little, works fine. Boom, it's done. It was just the battery. Long story long, wifey's car wasn't working because it was, the battery was dead. And thank God it was just that. Knock on wood, hopefully there's nothing else wrong with this car, because I'm telling you now, the way my son is with his foot, my wife is with her car. She has the worst luck with her car. And I don't know what it is. I have no idea. But while I was changing her battery, I was like, oh, I need an oil change. So I scheduled it right now.
Hey, Dre, would you calm down for a moment and just let me talk? At this point, you're just rambling, all right? What's up, everybody? I go by the name of Will Wonder, and I have a podcast called The Will Wonder Pod. I know, super original name, but I promise you'll love it. We talk sports, we talk music, and generally have some really interesting interviews with people that are doing some really cool things. So make sure you check it out wherever you get your podcast. Once again, that is The Will Wonder Pod. All right, Dre, go on about your business, whatever the fuck you were talking about.
If you're a sports athlete looking for a mouthguard to protect your pearly whites, look no further than All Sports Mouthguards.
All Sports Mouthguards, located in West Jordan, Utah. Come visit us, 1385 West, 9000 South in West Jordan, Utah. We offer high quality, made in the USA, custom molded and custom designed mouthguards.
Jumping into your questions. And questions is powered by the good folks at Fierce Fighting Championship number 26, going down at the Mountain America Center in Idaho Falls, Idaho. Tickets are available right now, and pay-per-view is also available if you're unable to make it out to Idaho Falls. Again, that is going down June 24th in Idaho Falls. Fierce Fighting Championship number 26. Okay, first question comes from Donnie. What movie was that? Oh, that was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles when he was like, Donnie. Donnie over here in Salt Lake City. Do you agree with Lil Wayne that Nicki Minaj is the greatest female rapper of all time? I did see this quote from Wayne, and he's supposed to feel that way, right? This is his protege. He's the one that, kind of burped Nicki Minaj and gave Nicki Minaj that, that stamp of approval. He's supposed to feel that way. Do I think she's the greatest female rapper ever? There's a lot that goes into that. What is considered the greatest, right? She has a big body of catalog. She has a big body of features. She does have, lyrics. She has great music videos. She demands attention. When she does, she gets it. She has a huge hive. Do I think she's the greatest? I would have to take this. I would have to parking lot this, and I would have to look at some of the other female rappers, because you can't forget the impact that Queen Latifah had. You can't forget the impact that Salt and Pepper had. You can't forget the impact that MC Light had, right? You can't forget the impact that somebody as great as Lisa Left Eye Lopez had. Now, I know what you're going to say with Lisa. I get it. I understand. But you got to look at some of these women as well. Lil' Kim. You can't forget what Lil' Kim did and the impact that she had. A lot of these women now, including Nicki Minaj, got that whole swag from Lil Kim. So when you talk about greatest, you kind of have to think about who did it before them as well. Because if they did it before, doesn't that make them the greatest? I don't know. There's a whole lot of stipulations for that. I know it's a long-winded answer for your question. I do agree with Lil Wayne that Nicki Minaj is one of the greatest women rappers out there. And I think she's one of the greatest in hip-hop that has been cemented. When she's a Hall of Famer. When we talk about Hip Hop Hall of Fame, Nicki Minaj is a Hall of Famer. Her name will be retired. Her name will be in the Raptors in Madison Square Garden. You know what I mean? Like she's done enough to leave that impact. So I definitely agree that she's one of the greatest. Is she the greatest? We'll parking lot it. We'll come back to it. Happy birthday, hip hop, by the way. 50th anniversary. All right. Thank you, Donnie. Heather and Lehigh. Shout out to my Lehigh folks, man. Utah County, I see you. Is that Utah County? I think so. Are you going to do another swig giveaway down here in Utah County? So, what was that? About a year ago? 2 years ago? So, about 2 years ago, I had an idea. I had an idea for a promotion for the radio station. And my program director at the time, DreRawka, he was like, yeah, let's do it. So what the promotion was, it was a summer, what would I call it? Cool down summer? Cool summer? I think I called it cool summer. And what it was is I'd pull up to many different swigs around Utah County, up into Ogden, and then of course in the tri-state area. And what I would do is I'd pull up and I would have $200 I'd give away $200 worth of free swig to just people that showed up. I'd broadcast live right there in the swig parking lot, and as people came through, I'd tell them, yo, hope you have a good day. You know what I mean? Welcome to summer. You know what I mean? Here's a swig drink on me. You know what I mean? Whatever it is, boom. And it blew up. It did really good. I did really good numbers. People love swig, you know what I mean? And to the point where the vice president of swig reached out to me and was like, hey, we love what you're doing. We love the energy you bring, especially on the social media, because I was doing social media content. And the vice president was like, let's double it. So we're going to do $400 worth. And $400, that goes a long way when you're talking about $1.50, $2.75 drink. That's crazy. So, we ended up getting lines out the parking lot at many different swig locations, from Utah County again to the tri-state area to Ogden City. And literally everywhere in between. If there was a swig, I went to it. And so it was a lot of fun. I had a great response, and people will remember it. I mean, obviously, Heather, was it Heather? Yeah, Heather and Lehigh. Yo, I appreciate you reaching out. That's really dope that you remember that promotion. Will I do it again? Yeah. If the radio station could afford it, and if they can do it, yeah. Maybe not even a radio station. Maybe I just pull up. Maybe I can get a sponsor. Maybe I can do it alone. Is that something that you would want? Maybe I pull up. I mean, we'll bring out the tent. I could bring the DJ equipment, and maybe we have some of the podcast homies come out, and we can go and mingle with the people. I think that'd be cool. Maybe we just do it on our own. How about that? Let's do that. All right, Heather. So I'll work on that, and maybe not this summer, but maybe spring. Maybe we'll do a little spring thing, or maybe in winter, maybe we do hot chocolate. Maybe we go to a local cafe and we say, hey, we want to donate $200 worth of free coffee. The next $200 is on us. And in return, what we're going to do is we're going to promote it all week. We're going to have it on our podcast. We're going to have it on our socials, and we're going to pop up, and we're going to be able to talk to people and just mingle with the community, right? So maybe that's something we do. It's a cool winter. Hot winter. Warm up your winter. I don't know. Promotion coming soon, though, Heather. You just inspired me. Thank you. All right. Gomez in Portland. Is this Gomez? Hold on. What's your question? Do you remember starting a riot at Frank? Hold on, Gomez. Hold on. Okay, so Gomez is a dude in Portland that I went to high school with. I'm assuming you just found me on social media. Do you remember starting a riot at the Franklin and Cleveland game? Context, Gomez. Okay. It was like sophomore year. I'm in Portland at this time. I'm going to Franklin High School. It was freshman year. I was at Franklin High School, Portland, Oregon, and our rival was Cleveland High School. Now, my neighborhood high school was Cleveland. I was supposed to go to Cleveland, but my best friend, Nick Rosso, he convinced me to go to Franklin. And so a lot of my friends that I grew up with, my neighborhood friends, the friends that I'm on the block with every day, the friends that I'm going swimming with, the folks that I kick it with every day, every night, they go to Cleveland. So they know me in and out. They know who I am. They know my family, everything like that. They know everything about me from elementary up to that point. They know everything. Franklin is not. It's a bunch of strangers I'm just meeting for the first time. So I go to the rival game of the year. This is the rival game. If it was college, it'd be the Holy Wars. BYU versus Utah. It's Oregon versus Oregon State, right? This is a huge, massive basketball game at Franklin Gym. So I'm sitting on the Franklin side because I'm with my new friends, right? Well, the homeboys and the homegirls are on the other side, and they see me. They give me, when I'm walking into the gym, they already give me a hard time. My boy, they throwing popcorn at me. You know what I mean? As I'm walking in with my friends, they got, boo, you wag, blah, blah, blah. We see you when we come back to the block, we'll jump you. Like, they're messing with me, right? And so I get into the gym. The game is fire. These boys are playing. They're going back and forth. There's fouls. There's timeouts. Players are getting heated on the court. And it came down to like a final shot, right? Final shot. I forget who even won the game. I believe Franklin won the game. But it's intense. There's security. There's cops, right? It's intense. It's an intense game. They knew it would be. And from my account, this is what I remember. Gomez, you're totally wrong of me I didn't start this. What I remember, and I'm like mid-row on the edge of the bleachers, I remember a water bottle being thrown from their section over to our section. So you just see this water bottle. It's kind of like it's in a timeout, right? So everybody's standing up cheering and whatnot. You just see this bottle be chucked from their side of the gym to ours, and it comes and it hits somebody. And let me tell you what, that's all it took. After that happened, crowds rush, kids rush. They rush both sides. It was like the 300 when they both collided. Poof. And yeah, man, there was pushing and shoving. Some people throwing punches, and it spilled out into because there's moms, dads, grandmas. There's kids, right? There's smaller kids, and then there's the student section. And there's people trying to get out of the way, and then there's people that's trying to get into the altercation, and it spills out into the parking lot. It spills out into the neighborhood, because in Franklin, it's in a neighborhood. So there's houses right across the street. It's the high school's in the neighborhood, and it's spilling out into people's front yards. Kids are being thrown into fences. Kids are being thrown onto cars. Police are running and catching and tackling kids and zip tying them. It's chaos. Gomez is right about one thing. It was a riot. It was crazy, but I didn't start it. It was not me. It was not me. I did not start it, and I know I didn't start it. But yeah, man, it was crazy. And the thing about this game was the week leading up to this game, there's vandalism. Somebody put I think it was rice out on Cleveland's football field, and they spelled out, I think it was like Quakers or something, because we were the Franklin Quakers, or they did a big Q or something like that in rice. So it was super hard for them to get it out of the football field. They spray painted the football field. There was a lot of vandalism to Cleveland, and what Cleveland did in return, we had this big old Benjamin Franklin statue in front of our school, in front of the football field. They went and they painted them green and yellow. They're Cleveland High School's football color, or the school colors. So there was a lot of tension leading up to this, and there's no social media at this time. So it's all hearsay. It's all like, it's weird to think about a time before social media. But there was none of that. There was no Instagram, Facebook, MySpace. There was no YouTube, nothing. So the reports that you would get would be from the newspaper or the news. And it was insane to see the lead up to this. It got to the point where you couldn't walk in certain areas with your school, hoodie on or anything like that, because it was that intense. It was very intense. You'd get heckled. I'm not saying you'd get beat up or anything. Some people did, but you'd get messed with. You'd get bullied. You know what I mean? Get bad things said at you. And yeah, man, that was a very interesting time. And I know, like, he ain't gonna say it here, but Gomez, I know you think, because that was right before I left to go back home to Utah. And a lot of people thought that, like, there was some extra stuff going on because I left right. It was suspicious. I ain't gonna lie, but me leaving Portland had nothing to do with that riot. Had nothing to do with the things that happened after that either. So Gomez, yeah, you asshole. All right, Johnny, this is the last one. Johnny in West Jordan, Utah. You should come on our podcast. You'll have fun. Johnny, what's your podcast? What is it about? What do you do? There's so many new podcasts that pop up and leave and pop up and then they're gone again, and especially here in our community. So I tried early on. It was easy for me to be like, oh, like, hey, you're a new podcast. Let me put my arm around you. What's up, man? Like, I hope anything I can do to help out, because I know how hard this is. But now it's at a point now where it's like, I can't keep up. There's so many different podcasts, but, yeah, man, as long as it makes sense. I don't want to go on to a show that doesn't make sense for me. I don't want to be a poor guest. You know what I mean? I've seen that before, where people just want to be a part of a lot of different things. And it's like, you don't make sense being on this show. Why are you on the show? So if you think I'd be a good guest, or if you think, you want to have me, maybe have some laughs, yeah, reach out to me. I'm down. Let me know. Hey, Alexa, can you show me a new barber?
Don't worry, I got you.
Boogie Down Barbershop in Taylorsville is now open. Anything from gentleman's cuts, taper, fade, or if you want to treat yourself to a nice hot towel shave, Boogie Down Barbershop has you covered. Cuts for men and kids. Book your appointment today at boogiedownbarbershop.com.
Are you sick of podcasts that just interview people with the same questions and gossiping nonsense?
Are you tired of hearing about what's wrong with the world? Can you locate your nearest orphanage?
Who cooked the Last Supper?
R.I.P. Mr. Potato Head.
Seppuku Harakiri.
Where is Mavis Beacon?
This is Hos.
And this is host Beefy.
Listen to the Beans and Rice podcast.
Exclusively in Braille and all streaming platforms.
Patent pending.
The name says it all.
Uh-oh. You know my name.
This is Are You Dumb?
DJ Drama. He got his chain snatched. Allegedly, DJ Drama got his chain snatched in Toronto in a club beatdown. Now, I say allegedly because we haven't heard from Drama. We just seen these three goons with what looked like to be Drama's chain talking about, yo, shout out to Drizzy, blah, blah, blah. Dude didn't check in, blah, blah, blah. This is horrible, man. I don't know what Drama... What does that do, man? Drama's he's not a street dude. He's a DJ. You know what I mean? Like, go be tough with the tough guys. I hate that. I've always hated this. When people try to act tough against the people that aren't tough. Like, there's plenty of tough guys out there. Go pick a fight with the tough guys. You know what I mean? I never understood it. You go after somebody that's not even a threat. And I don't think the true tough guys, the true gangsters, I know they don't respect that. I know they don't. I talk to them. I know the real guys. I know the tough guys. And the tough guys always tell me that's whack, that's weak. Like, nah, there's people out there that really want problems. And if you really want a problem, you really want to get into something, they'll give it to you. Not a DJ. Not somebody that's not... You don't ever hear Drama talking about, oh, I'm the illest out here in Atlanta. Nah, like, I mean, he does say that, but he doesn't say like in a tough guy way. He doesn't say, I'll beat up anybody. Yo, run up on me. Yo, you ain't no, you know what I mean? He doesn't say that stuff. I never heard it. Drama's always been, he's been a pioneer in hip hop and especially the mixtape game. And I don't know, he always gives us dope projects. And if you messed up this Gangsta Grills with Pusha T, I'm going to be upset. If this gets delayed because y'all want to be weirdos, I'm going to be upset because I want that Gangsta Grills with Pusha T. All right? It's weird that they would drop Drizzy's name too. Like, I know Drake and Drama probably had some, you know, they've had some, you know, troubled past, I guess you would say. But I don't know. That's weird. That's weird. I'm gonna leave it alone. All right. A woman recently declared dead in a hospital in Ecuador turned out to be the opposite. This is wild. The 76-year-old woman was alive and banging from her coffin at her own wake. Do I have a sound effect for this? Nope. There we go. Ooh, it's creepy out here. It's very creepy. Imagine you're at Nana's grandma's wake, and all of a sudden you just hear, yo, like what's going on? Nana, are you in there? Yeah, they open it up. You asshole! I was alive. Why you guys try to suffocate me? Why try to bury me alive? What you gonna say then? Nana, we thought you were done. Why is the insurance adjuster here? Why is my insurance adjuster here? Oh, well, you were done, so we were trying to get that that life insurance money. I'm not even dead. I am still alive. Oh, Grandma, you look dead to me. Pow. Ooh, that would have gone crazy. Yo, killing Grandma for the insurance money, that'd be crazy. Yeah, man. But let's see. She said, oh no, here we go. I lifted the coffin and her heart was pounding and her left hand was hitting the coffin. Her son shared on social media. We called 911 to bring her to the hospital. Is she still alive? I don't know. I haven't looked at the follow-up, but just the being dead and like for one moment, right? Your heart beats, but then it just starts back up. What happened? What happened when she was in the coffin? Was there electric charge? Was there like when they slid her body into the coffin? And why did they do it so quick? You know what I mean? Like they did it really quick. Did like the static electricity recharge her heart? Like what? How do you go from being dead to like okay? You know what I mean? I don't know. It's kind of crazy. But you know, this has been a thing. Back in the day, they used to have bells that would ring. They would have a above the coffin. They would have bells, and what that was is that the bell was attached to a string that was attached to the coffin. So anybody inside the coffin, if they miraculously came back to life like this lady, they can ring it. They can ring it. Say, "Yo, I'm here," and the groundskeeper can come and pick them up. It sounds crazy, but it's true. It's very true. Now, what happens when the wind blows the bell? Groundkeeper probably going crazy. Yo, are they alive? I don't know. What else happened in dumb news? Khalees and Bill Murray allegedly dating. I feel like this is beating a dead horse. Everybody's talking about this, so I'm not going to talk about it. Only thing I'm going to say is mind your business. Let these people live their life. Who knows? Maybe they're just good friends. It's okay to be good friends with the opposite sex or the opposite culture. That's okay. It's okay. Mind your business. TikTok dad fakes death to teach a lesson. Have you seen this? So a famous TikTok dad, he faked his death. He told his wife, yo, I'm gonna do this. The family needs to learn a lesson. So he fakes his death. The family comes to his funeral and everybody's mourning, everybody's sad. Oh, we miss you. Oh, the normal stuff that you would do for a loved one that you miss, right? All of a sudden, a helicopter comes in. The family's looking, what the hell? Why is there a helicopter ruining this beautiful moment for our dad that we love? All of a sudden, a gentleman pops up, hops out, has his hat low. And the closer that this figure comes, the hat gets, the brim lowers, raises off of his head. They see his eyes, they see his face. No, it's Dad. All of a sudden, you just hear Jim Ross, by God, Dad is back, by God. And then he runs, the family runs to him, and they hug him, they embrace him. And he says, did I teach you a lesson? You better love me now while I'm here than while I'm in the ground. A little extreme. I get it, right? We want to love people. We want to be loved while we're here versus when we're gone. I get it. I understand. I'll tell you what. I had one friend growing up, and there was a rumor that she died. She didn't. Again, social media. It was no thing back in the day. We had this friend that left. Antoine, you can account to this. I won't say the friend's name, but we were in middle school. No, yeah, we're in middle school. I think we're in like 6th grade. And this friend was gone. She was at school and everything. We were playing with her. We were hanging out and everything. And then one day she was just gone. And we go to school, and then there's rumors, because she was always like an emotional type of kid, right? She would, everything was extreme. You know what I mean? Like she was that type of girl and whatnot in school. And there was a rumor that she had committed suicide. And so we're heartbroken, Antoine's crying like a little bitch. And I'm just playing as one. But people are upset, right? And about a week later, we see her at our apartments. We're like, what the hell? We thought you were dead. She was like, I went to my grandma's in I think she went to Louisiana or something like that. And we're like, oh, everybody at school thinks you're dead. And she's like, good. Good, fuck them. They did treat me nice anyway. I was like, oh shit, okay. And this is before Columbine. So I'm like, yo, she could have been the first one. Just saying. But nah, man. Faking your death to teach a lesson is extreme. It's very extreme. Of course, we all want to be loved. We all would love to see who shows up. And the crazy thing about the dad, and the TikTok dad that faked his death, he only had a few family members that showed up. A lot of people didn't show up. And I wonder if it was because they found out, like, yo, this is a joke, this is a prank. Because, man, I'd be heated. I'd be so mad if any of my true friends and my family, if any of you faked your death, I'd be heartbroken. I'd cry like a little bitch. I'd be like Antoine. But I would also be upset. I'd be like, dog, like, really? Do I not tell you I love you enough? Do I have to tell you I love you every time I talk to you or every time I shoot a text? Do I have to? I will. I want you to know I love you. But to get that type of attention, it's kind of wild. But hey, now I guess his kids know. Show dad love while he's here. All right. Yankees announcer hit by ball. Ooh, have you seen this? Let me see if I can pull up the video or at least the audio here.
Now the 3-2 swung on, a pop foul back here.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
It really hit me. I didn't know it was coming back that far. So once again, it'll be.
Imagine you're announcing this game. Yo, play by play. He's hitting the ball. Oh, the ball's coming. Oh, it's getting closer. Pow! Oh, damn. The ball hit me. Listen again, yo.
Now the 3-2 swung on, a pop foul back here.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
It really hit me.
Yo, back here. Pow! Yo, the fact that he was like, yo, it's coming, it's back here. Ow. I'm going to just save that in my Rolodex for anytime I'm having a bad day so I can just replay that. That's incredible. Oh, man. John Sterling, I appreciate you taking one for the team. That's hilarious. Yeah, I just wanted to put that in there for dumb news because it's kind of pretty funny. All right, last one here. Morgue manager selling body parts. Oof. If you haven't heard about this, pretty twisted. So there's this morgue manager, this dude that manages a morgue, right? Redundant. And he has been taking the bodies of our loved ones, right? Not fake death bodies, not grandmas that wake up after being pronounced dead, but real, truly dead, stiff bodies. He takes them And what he does is he hits up the black market. Hey, yo, John, man, I got this fresh white female. Are you looking for a liver, a kidney? Nah. All right, how about a heart? Yeah, you need a heart? I got you. Hearts are going right now. It's about $12,000. You got that? Nah? All right. What's in your budget? $5,000. All right. I guess I can let 5,000 slide. All right, I'll get this package up. I'll send it over to you. This is what he's doing. Now, I know what you're probably saying. They're dead already. Who cares? It's somebody's loved one, man. Unless I'm a donor, do not try to, don't sell my body. If you sell my body, my family better be getting a percentage of it. Do not sell my body parts without giving my family a percentage of the sales. All right. I don't want my kidneys or anything going to somebody that's rich and then not kicking that money back out to my family. I mean, we need to get ours. All right.
Hey, yo, you're probably listening to the Unrestricted Podcast with DreRawka.
We are?
No, they are.
Yeah. Oh, right.
Oh, wow.
And I'm the real Ruby. You can catch me and Fonzie and the G Daddy Funk on Lake Talk 801 podcast.
Yeah, but I think you have to come in more smoother, more funnier. Like, yeah, they could catch us on the Lake Talk 801 podcast.
Yeah, y'all can catch us on the Lake Talk 801.
Yeah, and be like, and yeah, man, hey, and they could catch people like me, the real Ruby, and people like you, Fonzie, and people like him, G Daddy Funk,
wow,
on the Lake Talk 801. Who cares?
What did he say?
Huh?
I didn't hear him.
I don't know, but this probably should be the ad.
Are these on?
Catch a new episode every Monday on all streaming platforms. The Lake Talk 801. Tune in now.
Man, you know what sounds really good? Just some chips and salsa.
You want the best salsa ever? Get yourself some Sauce Up Salsa at sauceupsalsa.com. Fresh fire roasted salsa, fresh ingredients, fresh produce made just for you.
All right, that's it. That's all your bitch ass gets.
All right, that's all you get. Isolation 20 podcast, episode number 81. What a good morning it was. I usually don't pod in the morning, but today was a special day. It's Friday for one. It's SmackDown night, but it was also just a good, like, it just felt right. Today just feels good. I feel like the world is aligning with whatever it is being divine, and I love it. And it's those daily affirmations, right? I am grateful and happy that I have abundance of wealth in my bank account and that my family is happy and healthy and wealthy. Keep saying that to yourself and keep those affirmations going. Salute to you for just supporting, man. I really appreciate all the support and love that I've gotten, especially after that Kit Mafaleo episode. Some of those YouTube comments, they really touched my heart. They were like, yo, this was a fantastic interview. I haven't heard about this show before, but I'm definitely watching again. I'm paraphrasing. But essentially, that's kind of the love that I've been getting, so I appreciate it. Make sure you support all the people that you hear on my commercial ads. They are all hardworking people, and I believe in every single one of them, which is why I'm showing them that love on the ads. If you have, we've been hearing about these aliens, right? So I just watched a press conference, and I sent it to a lot of my homies. They probably didn't watch it because it's 3 hours. But Dr. Stephen Greer, he held a press conference about whistleblowers in the United States government that have seen, felt, heard, touched extraterrestrial life forms, spaceships, special government projects, right? He has disclosed so much information. Is it true? Is it not true? You be the judge on that. I just want to put the information out there. You can definitely do a quick YouTube search. Dr. Stephen Greer, Greer. You just Google his name. You'll be able to see tons of information. He's been doing this for years. He's been collecting data for years, these accounts from other whistleblowers for years, and now a lot of it is coming to light. This is coming off of the Vegas incident where the what seems to be a UFO, unidentified flying object, crashing a Vegas homeowner's backyard. the accounts from that were wild. The family calls 911 saying, hey, there is a huge 9-foot creature in the backyard of our home, right? Police officers having the same conversation. This footage being found on body cam footage. A lot of crazy, weird things are happening right now. And it's at a crazy time. And on top of that, follow up to the Vegas thing. Since when there's an alien encounter or these type of crashes, since when do the police put the police cameras in front of the house? I have never heard of this. Is this something new? Is there something else that's going on? I don't know. There's something crazy happening right now. And on top of that, another documentary kind of keeping with this whole theme of alien extraterrestrial life form. 2022's Moment of Contact. Go check that documentary out. It's about all the encounters of aliens in Brazil, in a coastal town next to Sao Paulo. I'm telling you, if you're an alien type of person, if you like that type of entertainment, or if you're interested in that documentary right there will give you chills. It's crazy. So definitely go check that out. I'm out of here. I drank this coffee, and I'm ready to re-up. So yeah, I hope you have the day you deserve. Protect your light, and I hope you have abundance of wealth and health in your life. I'm out. Peace.